This is Pat Lee, and you're listening to Math World. Now, here's the questions. Can you guess how the human hand, the petal of certain kind of flowers, and even some famous painting could be related mathematically? Well, if you have no idea, all questions of a day from listener Lucy Ward and Rhode Island will help you. Miss Ward asks, I heard a lot about the Fibonacci sequence lately. What exactly is it? For an answer, we contacted Professor of Mathematics, Dr. James Christ. Hello, Dr. Christ. Can you tell us a little about the Fibonacci sequence to answer Miss Ward's questions? Well, this is a great question, especially since the sequence is routed in so many forms, and many people have no idea about this. It's really very intriguing when you read of it. First, what a sequence is a series of numbers, and in a sequence, each number is the sum of the preceding two numbers. In other words, you add two numbers together to get the next one. Let's look at the start of it. The numbers are 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. So, if we add the first two numbers, 1 and 1, we get 2, which is the third numbers. Then 1 and 2 equal 3, which is the fourth numbers. Then 2 and 3 equal 5, which is the fifth numbers, and so it continues. So let's see, each number is the sum of the previous two numbers, and the sequence can just go on and on. Yes, that's right. And what's so amazing about that is that the sequence shows it routed in so many ways. It appears in the natural world. Natural form tend to reproduce the sequence. For example, flowers, python, the seashell. Look at the petals and the flowers. They are more likely to have 5 petals than 4. The spiral in a seashell also involve number from a sequence. It's not easy to see a good flower, but the measurement, a spiral, and numbers of the sequence. Some people even mention the human hand when talking about a sequence. We have 2 hands, each of these has 5 fingers, and each finger has 3 parts separated by 2 knuckles. All these are numbers in a sequence. Maybe it's just a coincidence or maybe not. And it's not just in the natural world, it's also in the art world. It appears in a lot of art. Probably the most famous is in the work of Leonardo da Vinci. You see a lot of spirals in his painting, and spirals are the form most associated with Fibonacci sequence. It also appears in music, while the Bach piece is based on this sequence in the way the musical pattern repeats. Now, it's not clear whether Bach did this consciously or not. Interesting. Who discovered all this? It was discovered by a mathematician in Italy in the early 1200s. His name was Leonardo of Pisa, but he called himself Fibonacci because his father's names were Bonacci. Anyway, he was an extraordinary mathematician. He actually introduced the decimal system to other mathematicians of the time. So, mathematicians have known about the sequence for a long time. Yes, now your listener says that she heard a lot lately about the Fibonacci sequence. It seems like just in this area kind of comes and goes in popularity. Lately it has been more popular. I think it's great. It's fascinating, and if it gets people interested in math and numbers, then all the better. It is fascinating. Thank you so much, Dr. Christ. You're welcome.